Yo, what's up guys? We have a new monster, the Hacker and the Cyborg skill previews. We're just going to be seeing the first few of them. They will probably be released tomorrow. However, tomorrow I will be traveling, so probably won't be able to make a video on those right away. First of all, they look really dope. I kind of like this style of artwork and everything. They definitely look very dope. Does kind of give me vibes of like Echo from League of Legends and kind of stuff, but definitely pretty dope. But let's look at the skills. Like normally I always say with these skills, like, you can't really see too much. They don't show the leader skills. They don't show multiplier. They don't show base stats. They don't show how much base speed is. But they actually did choose this time to set in the leader skill as well, which in this case is attack speed for Arena. That is definitely going to be an interesting one. But let's look at the skill first of all. So we have the lights, which is a support, LD5, first hit on the scan. We have a branding for 2 turns, 50% chance. We don't know if that gets increased by skill ups as well. Could be like 75 chance at the end. But this is one that caught my eye, and this is the one that I actually was mainly making this video for. And that is grants irresistible effect. On the all enemies for 1 turn with an 80% chance, probably goes up to 100 and absorbs their attack bar for a 30 with 30 each with a 60 chance, okay? The target under irresistible effect cannot resist all harmful effects. Sounds insanely strong, but let's look at the other skills and then I'll come back to what I think about this, because I think this sounds super strong on paper, but it might actually not be that strong. But it is also very possible that if the light skill or if the light unit has this skill and it's skill 2, that one of the other normal elemental things will probably have this cracking skill as well. So this will be a thing in the game, not just for a light and dark. But let's look at the other skills first, and then I'm going to come back to this, why I think it might be not as strong as people might think. So duality of the Hacker grants immunity for 2 turns on all allies and attack the enemy to grant suppression for 1 turn. AoE suppression, definitely not bad. Currently only Tomoe spread is technically the only AoE suppression we have in the game. Plus, Arena leads with a speed lead of a 33, which pretty much is always strong. But then again, I wouldn't say that anything with a 33 speed lead is instantly strong because we have Trinity. So in the end, 33 lead doesn't guarantee for making you OP. But something to look at. Then we have the Cyborg, which is a 4-star, pretty interesting. Flying kick, we have a decrease defense break on the skill 1. Always good to have defense break on skill 1. It's not a multi-hit, but it's definitely strong for that. Scissors Kit, attack all enemies to decrease their attack power for 2 turns with an 80 chance, probably goes up to 100. Absorb the attack bar of the enemies who have lower attack power than you by 20% each. Okay, well it's an AoE, so it's not that bad, I guess. It's not really great, but it's not that bad. Your attacks won't land as glancing it. It's pretty interesting. If the target you attacked has lower attack power than you, your skill harmful effects your skill harmful effect duration decreases by 1. So it's your skill harmful effect duration increases by 1. Okay, so it's whatever you land increases by 1. So this is going to be a 3 turn, this is going to be a 3 turn armor break on the skill 1. Definitely not bad, and it's attack for guild content. That is probably very likely that in this family there's going to be a speed lead for guild content. So that is definitely a nice thing. Like if one of those get like a speed lead for guild content, could be pretty nice. If it's maybe one, I'm not sure if this is going to be a full 4 family or maybe that there is some 4, some 5. Most of the time they do that for collab units, that there's some 4, some 5. With most of the things, it's just either a 4 or 5 family. So if there's one of those with a speed lead for guild content, could be definitely interesting. But this one is the one, especially with this, the irresistible thing. What do I think about that? Well, the thing is you have to put a whole slot of a unit for landing the irresistible thing. Is it also possible that you get resisted on the irresistible part? Because if that is the case, you might as well just count it as a resistance for landing the first thing in the first place, right? So it does definitely sound pretty interesting, but it's also one of those where I'm like, I'm not too sure about it. Good thing that it's actually on the skill 2 and not on the skill 3, because if this would be on the skill 3 and it would just purely be the setup for any other unit to actually do its shit, I think it would be really of a bad unit. But since it is a skill 2, it's probably lower on cooldown, probably you can spam it quite a bit. You do also absorb attack bar, so there's quite some cycling going on for this unit. It is just 1 turn of irresistible, but it does seem pretty interesting. It also does mean that if you land the Irresistible, that another unit with super low accuracy can actually land everything. That is definitely a nice one. I'm also pretty curious to see how Irresistible would work on glancing. I still assume that a glancing hit will still not land its stuff, but technically it's irresistible. So, well, I guess with glancing there's no activation rate in the first place, so there's nothing to resist if you don't activate it in the first place. But those are definitely two very interesting things. And let me know in the comments what you guys think about this. Like, we haven't seen all too much for these. The new monsters are going to be in the 10th anniversary special event on the 12th of April, so that is going to be tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll be flying to China, so I will, well, I pretty much, like, during the whole duration of the day I will be in a flight, so maybe if the patch comes pretty early, I will be able to push out the video pretty early on the day. I do kind of hope it, but I kind of doubt it as well, because I'm already going to the airport at like 10 in the morning or so, so probably won't be happening. So my first videos on new units or any of those things, that if we don't see anything more today, then all of my videos are going to be as early as in the weekend. So guys, definitely let me know what you think about those units. I definitely do think that they have potential. I really hope that one of those has, well, they're all attacker types. I would say it's not too bad, but if one of them have speed lead for the guild battle, it would be definitely nice. And this one definitely catch my eye. Sure, they're showing an LD5, which I don't think... It could be that they make something as like a more free-to-play-ish units, like Fusion or something whatnot, but I don't really think so. I think they're all going to be summon-based units. But since cracking is a skill too, and the thing what they always do, the LNDs always have a different skill too. They pretty much... I think there's pretty much no exceptions where the LNDs have the exact same S2. So the Dark S2 will be different than this one for sure. But it does also mean that it's very likely for the water, wind, or fire, at least one of the three, maybe two out of the three, to also have cracking as a skill. So it might be that this might not be the super OP one. Sure, it's already decent for just having the speed lead as a speed lead immunity provider. That's already definitely something we haven't seen before, so it's definitely a unique one in that. But it also could be that some of the other types would be more of attack type or something like that. For the cyborgs, I guess everything will be attack type. You could maybe make some of the cyborgs also HP/defense type. But these, the hackers, I definitely do think all of them are going to be support types. But I could definitely be wrong in that. I must say, once again, I really like the looks of these units. These units look really amazing. So I totally did not expect any units to come out. We definitely will probably be getting one of those events of like you summon 10 mystical scrolls and you get a +1. So if you happen to have some scrolls right now, don't use them yet. Just wait for the new event. And still very curious about seeing what the event is on what we're going to see for, well, just all of the events, because there's a lot of speculation going on for like LD 4-star events, people asking for LD 5s events. Would be pretty OP if they do it. Kind of doubt they would, but would be cool if they did. But I pretty much doubt it. Yeah, so we are gonna have the 10th anniversary event of the Korea release. That is actually on the 12th of April. If we're looking at the global release, it's going to be the 12th of June. So I do expect that the 12th of April is going to be the biggest events of the whole, or like, yeah, of the whole year pretty much. And this is really where they could hit it really good or miss it really good. So let's hope they hit it really good. Guys, thanks a lot for watching this short video. Hope to see you in the next one. I will still be providing some videos here and there during my vacation. I did already mention before, I'm going to be in China for a month. So there's going to be probably no streams or very little streams. And just a few videos here and there, mainly on like update related things or just some funny things that I see along. But there's not going to be too much guides or that kind of stuff. So definitely hope that you still enjoy those videos and watch those. Guys, thanks a lot for watching. See you as always in the next one. And I'm pretty hyped for all of these events coming up. And please let them be good. Thanks for watching. If you would like to see more guides, join the Discord and check out the content tab, which has the dungeon guide archive and the video guide archive, which contains all of the guides that you need. Hope to see you there.